Welcome to Jozealco Clinic. Now, after my last video that I made about toothbrushing, someone sent me a message and was asking me that I mentioned mouthwash. This is mouthwash that I mentioned. It was telling me what is the importance of this mouthwash. Okay, this mouthwash is very, very important because most people, they assume brushing their teeth get rid of all oral hygiene issues. One of the most important among this mouth issue of a thing that you don't know is this mouthwash. It's very, very good because use of mouthwash effectively can clear area that are not difficult to clean with a toothbrush and prevent flange and caries formation. You see now, if you use this mouthwash now very well, there is some part of your teeth that toothbrush cannot enter. Those labial side, those lingual side, you see that your teeth cannot reach like the labial side. Even the lingual aspect of your teeth, toothbrush cannot touch it. That's why you see most people, they will brush and we see their labial teeth glowing. But the lingual aspect and the buccal aspect of your teeth will not be clean. Why? Because you are not using this toothbrush. There is a need for this toothbrush to use. By the time you use it, those remaining food debris in your buccal aspect of your teeth and the lingual aspect of your teeth, this toothbrush will remove them. Have you ever seen somebody that took impression before? When I took impression, you will see the food debris. Like for example, when you eat okpa, before you take your impression, by the time they take the impression finish, we see okpa particles in the impression. Why? Because toothbrush cannot enter those areas. There is some space between the distance between the teeth that this toothbrush cannot enter. Even flush cannot enter. So what do? You flush with this thing by putting your mouth. Okay, if you have it, this is it. You pour it in your mouth. Leave it for just some seconds. You now flush out. We see those food debris remove. Okay, another thing is those people that normally we see some people, even pregnant women, they'll be eating chewing gum because why? They want to keep their mouth fresh. This mouthwash is very, very good because it will keep your mouth. It will give you lasting fresh breath. When you use this mouthwash, you will see you have fresh breath. That center fresh and center fruit they are using, it's just like this thing, and it's very good. And because center fresh contain sugars, and those are the things that what cause flange. So when you use chewing gum when you eat chewing gum before you sleep, you will have flange because it's going to store and form with bacteria, and we see you have flange. So instead of you eating chewing gum to keep your mouth fresh, this is the solution to your mouth fresh. Buy this mouthwash, we see your mouth fresh. It will give you long-lasting fresh that you like. This one I use now. I can see the way I feel it. My mouth is fresh. You see it now? So that is very, very important. Stop using all those chemicals that you are using to keep your mouth fresh. This is the solution. Another importance, mouthwash is capable to prevent a number of oral health problems before they occur. Okay, let me say now. Flange, those things that cause flange. If you don't remove flange, if you don't brush very well for flange to remove, flange will lead you to calculus, which is tartar. Calculus are those hard ones that when they don't remove, they will now begin to weak your gum, weak your socket, your teeth socket. But when you use this mouthwash will reduce those bacteria that form flange. It's just like a pre-administer. You have pre-wash your teeth. So by doing that, you see your teeth clean. So you don't need to. If you want to get rid of dental flange, use this mouthwash every day. Another important is what? Mouthwash prevents a gingivitis and gum disease by killing the bacteria that would affect the dental socket. Those bacteria that cause dental flange, this mouthwash prevent them from existing. Constantly use of mouthwash will remove those bacteria. It will kill them, not remove. It will kill those particles that form dental flange in your mouth. And I think mouthwash can reduce bad breath. If you have mouth odor, those that have mouth odor, it's not a remedy for mouth odor, but it can reduce it. Because mouth odor can cause from different things. Something can cause as a result of can lead to mouthwash. When you use mouthwash will reduce bad breath because it's going to keep your mouth fresh. So it will reduce bad odor. So it's good to use it because those bacteria in your mouth that cause halitosis, it will reduce them. But mouthwash does not stop halitosis. You only reduce it. So there's a need to use it. And I think it can prevent build-up of flange. You know, when you keep brushing, flushing, and you are not brushing very well, you will see flange build up. You will see build up until they will build up till they turn to calculus. But when you use mouthwash will clean those areas that normally build up. and turn to flash. So mouthwash can also replace, but not come and ask me that now that I'm using mouthwash, am I supposed to use brush again? No, yes, you are supposed to use brush, because mouthwash cannot replace brush. Mouthwash can only be a supplement. It's just like a supplement to brushing. It's a supplement, so it cannot replace flush or brushing. There is a need for you to brush. Just keep this one in your house and use it for supplement. It will help you. Okay, some people will say, maybe I'm pregnant, can I use mouthwash? Let me tell you, mouthwash is recommended. It's highly recommended for pregnant women to use throughout their pregnancy. See, this mouthwash is highly recommended. So if you are pregnant, this is a solution for you. You can use it as a pregnant woman, because it will help to reduce those gum diseases that actually lead to complication during pregnancy. There is some oral issue that lead to complication during pregnancy, but by using this mouthwash, it will reduce it. Another thing, that mouthwash can actually help to prevent premature labor. You know, when you have dental caries or gingivitis, those dental issues, when you are pregnancy and you have dental ache, do you know what it means? This dental ache can lead to premature labor. But by using this mouthwash, it will reduce dental ache, it will reduce gingivitis, it will reduce caries, it will help you, it will prevent premature labor. So there is a need for you to use it when you are pregnant. So if you are pregnant, please keep this mouthwash by your side, so that it will reduce the pain, especially those people that have pain when they are pregnant. If you have teeth pain, toothache when you are pregnant, please use this mouthwash, because it's going to reduce pain and you will not have premature. Do you know that you're not supposed to raise your mouth after brushing? It's a mistake. A lot of you are making this mistake of raising your mouth with water after brushing. Let me tell you, there is some chemical inside toothpaste that strengthens your mouth. So you are not expected to clean your mouth or to raise your mouth with water after brushing. What is advisable to do after brushing is to spit out. Just spit out those food particles of the toothpaste. Just spit it out and leave it for some minutes before you raise it. Because by doing that, you will see those chemicals that inside the toothpaste, it will strengthen your mouth, strengthen the enamel, the teeth. This is the enamel. It will strengthen it, and it will also make your teeth white. It will make your teeth white. So there is some chemical inside the toothpaste. So we are not expected to raise your mouth with water. Leave it afterwards. Leave it for some minutes. Another important of this smartwatch, you're supposed to use it before brushing or flushing. When you use it, you flush your mouth. We use this mouthwash before brush. We see those particles in your mouth soft before you brush. So by the time you use it some minutes and you leave it before, you see your mouth, you see those particles soft. By the time they soft and you brush, it will now clean very well. So there is a need for you to use this mouthwash before brushing. But one of the major things I'm going to tell you is use this mouthwash before you sleep. If you want to have long-lasting breath, before you go to bed, just open your mouthwash and use it. Use it before you go to bed. You see your mouth fresh. So this is a solution to chewing gum, center fruit, center fresh. This is a solution. You don't need to eat them, because those chewing gum we are eating, they also contribute to flange, because the sugar that is inside them will all compile together and give you flange. So there is no need to eat chewing gum again. This is a solution. Get it and use it before you sleep. And now, when you wake up, use it. You see your mouth fresh, and you get right of odor and flange, calculus. You get right of them.